Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, RegretfulTurtle, where I make vector designs and vector art because I like doing this. And today we're going to make this green vinyl record. So let's begin. Start off by making a circle, and then we're going to go ahead and change the color of the circle. We're going to turn it into black. The original color was going to be black, then I decided to turn it green later. And so we duplicate the circle, and then we're going to make the stroke color into a greenish color for now, and then we're going to go ahead and change the stroke into a 4-point stroke, and then we're going to change the pressure of the stroke so we can have it thin on one side and thicker on the other side to give it more of a dynamic look. And then we're going to go ahead and just change the size of it, and we're going to go pretty close to the edge of the black circle. And now what we're going to do is we change the color of the stroke to like this light blue color, and then we're going to change the actual vinyl color to a green instead of the black we had, because I just wanted to do green, and I think green, I just needed more green designs in my Instagram account, and so I went ahead and did that. And so now we're duplicating the outer edge circle, and we're turning it into a smaller size, and we're now creating the rings that these vinyls have. And we changed the color to a dark green so it blends in with the main green color. And now we're changing the inner circle into a purple color, and what we're going to do after that is just duplicate that circle and make it smaller. And then on the bigger circle, we're going to turn it into a darker purple, and the middle will be a lighter purple. And then we duplicate one of the rings and change the size into a smaller size inside the purple, and we're going to go ahead and make it into a thin stroke, and so it'll give it more of that vinyl look. And then we duplicate another circle and just make it into a small little circle, and we're going to cut the light purple color, and we're just going to go ahead and do that so it looks like it's the whole of the vinyl. And now we're going to create the outline of the actual whole vinyl itself, and we're making that little edge circle a bit smaller, and then we're going to just keep on making circles. All this vinyl is just pure circles, and yeah, just follow what I'm doing a little bit. And now what we're going to do is just kind of keep playing with the circles just to make it look more vinyl-ish. And now I'm going to go ahead and start adding the details, and we're going to add the shadows of the circle. And I scrapped that idea, and I just went ahead and cut the circle with another circle. So subtract that to make this crescent moon shape. And then what we're going to do is just put the moon shape on top of a lot of these rings, but under the main stroke of the most outer stroke of the whole vinyl. And we're going to change the shadow into a dark green and then lower the opacity. And now we're going to go ahead and play with the highlights. And in order to do that, I went ahead and chose this gradient tool. And with the gradient, we're just going to change this color to like this light bluish. And I ended up deciding I was going to go ahead and make it like a colorful vinyl, but then it would look like too much like a CD. But I just went ahead and did this. And I made the two edges of the gradient to these purple color, and then I just made that gradient a little bit smaller. And then what I end up doing is I end up turning this layer, the layer style, into a color dodge. I kind of play with all these options first to see what I liked the most, because I just wanted to try something new, something different with my illustration. And so I went ahead and chose this color dodge because I thought it gave it the most like shiny look, and that's what I was trying to go for. And so I really like that, and so I decided to go for it. And we just changed this shadow a bit darker. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the highlights into the middle of the vinyl. And I went ahead and just used the pen tool for that and made this really wide rectangle. And now we're just going to curve the middle of it a little bit so it matches the edges of the most light purple color circle of the inside of the vinyl. And now we're going to go ahead and just turn it into like a cyan bluish, so we don't have a pure white highlight, just to give it a bit more oomph to the vinyl. And we're going to duplicate it and rotate it, and then we're just going to go ahead and adjust the nodes to match the other part of the purple color, the purple circle. And then we'll go ahead and lower the opacity of that, and we're just going to go ahead and we're just playing with the colors here, and we turn it into a green instead, a green highlight. And then we're going to go ahead and just start adding highlights to our vinyl record. And I go ahead and make this tier shape highlights, and I like doing these because, like I've said in my other videos, it just gives it more of a dynamic look, and I've been into these type of highlights instead of just going ahead and making the crescent moon shape. I do go ahead and do this now, and it really works. It works really well for these circle designs because you could just really make it look more rounded. And so yeah, so we ahead and duplicate that highlight, and we're going to turn it into a shadow. We're just going to put it below the crescent moon, and we're going to turn it into a really dark, a dark green, and lessen the opacity on that a little bit, so it's more darker because it's furthest away from the light. Then we rotate these highlights, and then this bottom highlight, we're going to go ahead and then just play with it a little bit so it lines up with the circle, and we're just going to lower the opacity because since it's farther away from the top of the light, it's not going to be as bright. So we had to lower the opacity on that guy. And now what we're going to do is just play around a little bit more with the rotation of how the highlights of the gradient, and that's how I like it. It give it more of a nice look to the whole vinyl. So yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe and like the video if you like it, and give me a critique in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.